What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? The Elevate Dominate series, the Mastermind series. This is our seminal issue, and we're going out on all kinds of platforms. I want to say what's up to everybody. Dave DeVoe and Jen Kuhn. What's going on, lady?
Hey, how are you?
Good feeling good. What's going on? What's going on, big dogs? I feel like I just saw you a second ago.
I know.
Yeah. So, dude, man, we are here. Just absolutely amazing accomplishments. Watching us grow like crazy. Watching you put in the hard work, Jen, of setting up what for most people would seem like an incredible undertaking of creating a branch office. Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you. So excited. We're loving it.
You guys are loving it. I can hear them jamming in the background, man.
Yeah. Every day. We love it. Kind of gets the momentum going. It's the feel.
What'd you say, Dave?
I said she's doing it like nobody else has done it. She's writing the book.
Thank you.
She's writing a book, man. Yeah. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. First of all, what's up, everybody out there? I cannot see who's out there, but I'm very, very happy to see that you guys have joined us. Yes, it is 10K Wednesday. Yes, we will be adding every single one of your contacts to this broadcast. So Jen and Dave, just know that you're contributing to 10,000 contacts.
Nice.
I want to jump into the meat and potatoes of this, and then I'm going to just shut up and get out of the way. Dave and I were talking about the risk and the reward of opening a branch office, of building the office from the ground up, and then using it so that the agents in your life, the JKL, right, they could just rock and roll. Or did I say it wrong?
JLK, it's okay.
JLK, I knew that.
My initials, they're right there.
I knew that. They're right there in front of me.
It's all good.
So just talk about what it is, and then we'll get into the why of it. Is that cool?
Yeah, absolutely. So I, old school, I worked from home during the pandemic, and it really wasn't, I wasn't able to focus. I was kind of hopping around, and I really, I love EXP. I was living in Shrewsbury. I wanted to come back home to Jackson. I'm, third generation here, and I just had a vision of, it all started actually with the game Monopoly that my brother's a vet, and his rep sent it to him, and I looked at it, and I was going, and I'm always on iconic.com. If anybody goes on there, it's actually, you can see I'm all about inspirational quotes. It's like I have them sent to me. They're on my iWatch, everything like that. But it started with that game, and it was just kind of went from there. And I just had a vision of like walking in, and the location of the office and the branding. There's so many things that went into it, and it really, really started with the core branding and the color scheme. And it was so, like, I just literally took a vision, wrote it down every day, and said, where do I want to go to next? What do I have to do? And how am I going to get there? And I'm not going to stop until I get there. And, with the great team, and I would bounce ideas off of them all day. Like, we went to the drawing board on the new logo. My logo, if you saw it before, was completely different. And I was just like, we cover New Jersey. We need to brand upon that. We covered, like, everywhere we go is like, we got you covered. New Jersey. And it was like, it's just it's good to see the vision come to reality, and to walk in the office every day and kind of just be inspired. So I don't know.
Hell yeah.
When did you start working on that? How long did it take?
Oh my God. It started in June. So June, it kind of came, we went pieces by pieces. I got into coaching. I switched up my coaching, which was help. And I said, and he asked me, he said, what's your vision? I listened to Traction. I used to sit in my house in Shrewsbury and just put on my, my stupid speaker. And I would just listen to the book Traction and just take notes. And I would go to my team and I'd say, okay, do you guys know what the vision is? Do you know what the core values of JLK Sales Group? Do you understand? And surprisingly, they kind of did. And they kind of knew. And I'm like, I would go back to my coach and I'd be like, he's like, well, then let's skip this. What do we need to do to kind of take what your vision is and what your core values are and implement them into your business? So I said, you know what? I like my logo, but I don't love my logo. I like the colors, but I don't love the colors, but I like the brightness in the blue. I mean, if anybody knows me, I mean, my car is blue. But and I love it. It's a feel good color for me. The orange and the blue together, and we just kind of went to the drawing board, went back and forth with EXP. We got everything approved. You know, we did all that, and then the monopoly came in, and then the office space came in. It was so crazy that it just, you know, I'm a believer in things happen for a reason. And the little things that happen, and the little things in your life, and it's like, oh my God, an aha moment. There's my branch. So when I got my new branch office, it took a while doing all the paperwork. So I have 4 numbers that are my pins for everything, my codes for everything. And when I got the call, go to my niece going camping for the weekend in a tent on the ground. But the branch office called me, and I was like, she's like, no, you're good, you're approved. And she's like, your branch office is number 4007. And it was like, that's been my number since I was like, worked for my dad since I was 12 years old. It was the last 4 numbers of his office phone. So it's like my pin, my credit cards, it's a pin. It was just such this is why, and this is what the hard work and dedication to get this office where it's at and to do it, it has all kind of, I don't know, it just all came together. So it was a meaningful time for me. And the team was like, holy crap, like we got to put that on the wall. Like the best is that the people that are in the office are building within, like they come in and they add little things, and, you know, they got a little hustle thing, it's like everybody's building in within. And people, you know, we had 2 walk-ins today. 2 people came off and just came in and said, you know, we saw the sign, we saw this, we heard this is where you're at, and literally just walked around the office. I showed it to them, and it was like, that's in one day. So it's pretty cool.
Bing.
Yeah, the people can see. I mean, it's a great location. The colors are, you know, it's illuminated all night. And we get calls. We have a van in the corner. We have a car, and my REO car in the center, and then we have the branch. So I don't know. It's fun.
What about do you want to talk about the launch and how that went, what you put into that, and, you know, some of the things that you had going on at the launch?
Yeah, the lunch was great. So what we did was we opened the office up for people. Everybody's asking about EXP. It's known, you know, it's up and coming. It's big hype. It's like, what's going on over there? Like, what's, you know, virtual, like what is going on? So my good friend Joe Oz came in, and he kind of helped assist me. We kind of did it together, and I went through people that I knew, old company. I actually didn't contact anybody from my previous broker because non-compete, I think you're not allowed for a year. So I absolutely didn't. But I will say, I think 8 or 9 of them showed up just to support and to come and, you know, congratulations, love it, let's see. And it was funny because they were higher up in the company that I was with, and they saw all of their agents sitting at my round table saying, well, how does this virtual thing work? Because we set up computers all over. We had 2 computers, one in the front, one in the side, and then I have a 65-inch TV that we had the computer go on. And you had brokers, managers, literally going in and looking at the virtual EXP world and saying, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah, here, drive the boat, do what you have to do. I kind of just reached out and said, hey, listen, you know, we have a new branch office open. Not trying to recruit anybody, but, you know, my friend Joe Oz will be here if you have any questions about EXP. And sure enough, we had every single company around here. We had OPs over here, and it was started at 4. Clients came that saw it through social media and just wanted to come and just see what was going on, and asked me if I was hiring, which was kind of funny. And I got home at 7:14, and it was over at 6. So it was very successful. Followed up, we had an agent sign on. It was over at 6, and I think I got the congratulations. Somebody selected you as their sponsor at 6:11. So, and continuously still meeting with people from that. We had probably over 30 people, which is great.
Woo.
Yeah.
That
and
is
then we followed up and we invited them to our trunk or treat. That if anybody's from New Jersey, you know, it was like a complete and total rain out. But I was like, a visionary will never be stopped. So what we did was we have a 12-foot overhang over the office. So we literally, the police came, they helped us out. They blocked it off for me. They said, bring all the cars underneath the overhang. We had all the sponsors still show up. We had a spin wheel, set it up, had a big long walk. And we had over 200 people that came. And it was so like goosebumps kind of awarding that, you know, so many people came out and supported. It was just like, thank you. You know, this community needs it. We're big.
I'm gonna try to show that that trunk or treat while you're talking.
Yeah, it
I
was.
think I got
Yeah,
it up there.
it was so much fun. We had so many donations, like pumpkins. I ordered 50. The local farm said, you know what, take 100. Yeah, it was just crazy. It was a lot of fun, and it was a whole team effort, office branch effort. What we're doing is, even though I know a lot of people, we're mainly talking about the brick and mortar office.
Mhm.
So I've had people ask that were calling me from EXP saying, what's the challenges you're having with people that maybe want to come in but don't want to join your team? And I'm like, that's a great question, but I don't get asked it, because when you walk in the office, I mean, you feel such a culture and you feel like you're part of that office. In the office is not JLK or anything like that. Yeah, we have our team, but we have, we're doing a book club. So we're reading a book a month. It's a branch thing. We put it through in JLK University, which through my coach, I signed up for him, and everybody gets it. So now the calendar is for a branch office. So anything that you want to do, you can plug into the branch, but it's not really a JLK thing. Yeah, our name is outside the wall, outside the building, but it's the home of JLK. It's in the XP brokerage. So it kind of puts that away. If anybody feels that that's going to be a challenge, we're not having it at all. They just love to be a part of the office. They come in, they just want to sit and like prospect and help. And everybody wants to help everybody within, and it's really becoming very evident that it's just going to be amazing. We can't wait just to build it.
So you've got a lot of people commenting. Your energy is infectious.
Uh-huh.
It's a great thing that you're doing it. She needs to be on TGIF. I've got Karen Mooney who's saying, hey. I've got Lou Ramos that is screaming out, hey, Say, hi, Dave, and hey, Jen. There's a lot of popularity to folks who have the vision to take the risk and who share. And I'm listening. What I'm hearing from you is that the more agents that participate with this, the more agents that come into this universe, the more powerful the office becomes.
Absolutely.
And that's just incredible. So that's. Do you want to talk about some of the things that you were finding challenging with the growth part of this, right? Because I heard you mention the challenge. I heard you mention that other agents talked about that and asked you about that. You don't have to go into depth. Just talk to me about some of the challenges that you have.
The growth. Okay. So kind of going back to where I had Joe Oz, my sidekick, into the agent attraction, which we are doing now, open 12 to 3 every Thursday. I think my team posted it today. We're going to post it Wednesday and Thursday. It's an open door policy. So if you want to come in, you want to sit down, you want to hang out for, whatever, it's open door. I am not a prospector. It's my thing that's just never been. I've never cold called. I've never knocked on a door. So for me to reach out, and that was like such a heart, it was so rewarding for me. It was my own reward that I got when I had so many people show up, because for me to call and be like, hey, listen, come to the office, it was so hard. So for me to build is very hard. All of the people that are on my team were all referred to me. They're friends of my clients. They're friends of, just new. It's not like I'm out there like, hey, do you want, it's just not.
I'll do that.
So, yeah, exactly. So it's like it's agents that worked with me that still, I have this agent, Daniel, and I love him to death. I trained him for 5.5 years. Half of my team is him saying, listen, dude, if you want to do this, I know I'm with a different company. If you want to go, this is where you go. She will help you. And he always says, Jen, you never not answered the phone for all of my stupid questions. And it's like that kind of thing. And I think I've built a reputation around that. I'm in a different kind of world now. I do, both organic and both REO, but it's just kind of that thing, and having an open door policy and people just saying, pop in. Like, I don't care. I think it's going to help brand, because it's very hard to build culture. Once something, you can have culture, but you can have one bad person and it destroys your whole culture. My biggest thing is, I don't care if you make 100 million, 200 million. If you're not within culture, I'm not into it. I don't want nothing to do with it. I want to run the other way. I don't want to sink this beautiful ship that we are sailing on. I think everybody comes in is very comfortable. They feel like they can ask any question. I have a potty mouth. I curse. I yell. I scream. We fight together. We love together. I call people out. Are you having a bad fucking day? Like, is there something? What did I do? One thing I did, and let's work through it. And you know what? It works for me. It works for me.
Here's to your potty mouth.
Yeah,
this is the way, right?
I got that picture too. It's so funny. When I was at my old company, I had it up and it said "Get shit done," and I put it on the wall. And the team leader came up and was like, "Man,
you can't have
that on the wall." I was like, "Oh my god, like, come on, dude." Like, whatever. But that's fine. So I don't know. We're just talking about agent retract. It's coming. I think my mindset is so different. I had a really, really, really bad year last year. It was just, I was not in the right mindset. I literally said, I am like this. I said, I'm done. I got to change this. I got to change my mindset. I got to change what I want. I have to get a vision. And I did. I just read books, listened to them and then just pulled the trigger. I was my own integrator of my visionary way. If anybody's, I don't know, but Rocket Fuel, if anybody knows that book, but that's kind of
Jen, listen, I want to give you a little bit of criticism, right? It seems like you're very low energy. It seems like you don't have any kind of enthusiasm whatsoever.
I drink 1 cup of coffee, 12 ounces in the morning, so it's not even coffee. I just am so happy. I come to work every day. I love what I do. I'm actually, me and one of my shy agents like me are having a prospecting contest. We have Shane here. Shane, he's here fixing my KV core, but we're all about building our business. Like we're just all about everybody helping everybody. Like, hey, it's just, I don't know, it's just really cool.
Well, speaking of helping everybody, you guys are always invited on our morning prospecting. You guys, we do it by Zoom, and we just join in and we're listening to each other and speaking and handling objections together and things like that.
Well,
you are more than welcome. More than welcome.
Every day.
That is like the golden. I think he just gave me the golden ticket, so thank you.
There you go. It is there.
The team will love it, and I appreciate that.
Could you just talk about some of the things we talked about last Thursday? Like, your office has a schedule. You guys are all doing these things together. Like, you're getting together, you're working on your wealth charts. You've got like activities. You've got cornhole in the office. Like, you guys
we do finance Fridays with me and my CFO. So we go over. Then afterwards, if I'm not too depressed or if I'm really happy, then we do cornhole. We just line the cornhole up. We play it. We have spin the wheel. Like, the bell is so 2019, so we have a whole to go with the Monopoly theme. We have a spin, and on there you win. We spin, but it's fun because on there you can win a lunch that you pay with me. I don't pay for you; you pay for me, and you get to pick my Absolutely, why not? And then you know what? You know what everybody wants to win? The friggin' lunch with me for one-on-one for an hour to say, listen, and then we go over the wealth chart. And the wealth chart is, I didn't know what the heck that was. And that's what's great about, what we have here is I sit on those calls with Dave and there you go. Oh, yours is better. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
We could have laminated them. But it's just, we all sit together and we see who do we need to help that's on our line. Like, all right, so unqualified. Okay, let's help this person because this person needs to get into qualified and this and that. And, we have, team outings once a month. We're big with that. We go out. We do a lot together. The book club has been huge. We did the book club this morning at 11. So it was kind of funny. It's funny to take everybody's perspective differently. We're doing profit first. And I was talking to it and what she took out of the first 3 chapters and what I took out of the first 3 chapters. I'm like, are you reading the same book? But it was just, that's where her mindset was, and where mine, obviously I'm looking at it different, but it was, I don't know, whatever. It was fun.
That's the advantage of having. Yeah, that's the advantage of having a sponsor line. Like, you're going to see things from a completely different perspective of an agent that's just starting out, who's like trying to put together money. And then for you guys to have that conversation, imagine how rapidly that agent will grow having you as the wind beneath their wings or whatever, whatever sort of metaphor we want to give it.
It was truly, she even said to me, she's like, wow. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, no, wow for you. Because I didn't even pick up, about the little pieces about him getting the money from his mom and putting it. I mean, I went right past that. I was like, what bank account are we going to put these in? No, but it was just, and then, people that are in the branch, we all sit together, we do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And now we're doing Wednesdays and Thursdays, but it's like, what book do we want to read next? We already have a list that we have that was, and it's not, it's everybody coming together. And then I don't know. It's just a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun. And I'm never in this. Awesome. I'm always out with them.
Unless I can imagine.
Coaching or something like that. I'm like, I'm in the bullpen, man. Unless my REO division kicks me out and says, Jen, you need to go get some emails. Like, okay, I got to go. But yeah, it's good time.
So Jen, talk about, what were you about to say, Dave?
What is next?
I was going to ask the same question.
Well, the vision for the office is 25% of the market share. That is, it's written in stone. We're going after it heavy. I actually had somebody come in and I said, well, what's your vision? And there's, was in line with what ours is. We have a lot of new agents. What we're doing, which I don't know, so the mentorship. EXP has so many mentors. I don't know about you guys, but I get emails every day of people that want to come into mentor. Mm-hmm. So like, how can I make this profitable for the office? I don't have the time to give them 100% dedication, but I loved mentoring. I did it with Century 21. I did it forever. I mean, I've done it, So we're taking all these people in. Nobody's an out. We take everybody, and we have 4 people that they go to. So at first they come in, they do onboarding with the admin. Then we have a listing specialist that they meet with, the buyer specialist, then me for the classes that we offer every month. And then we have somebody out on the field that's boots and grounds that they shadow. We've had 3 people come in that actually went through our onboarding, and literally, I'm not saying whatever, but I think it should be implemented in any brick and mortar office, because they're like, holy shit, dude, you're not my first broker. I've been to other companies. This one girl was literally like, wanted to like hug everybody. She was like, I was at Weicker. I didn't do anything for a year. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say another broker. I didn't mean to say the broker.
That's all right. You can say that on my channel.
Oh, okay. And you know what? What I think I'm going to do is, and I used to do it. I used to get grading when I mentored at Century 21. I'd say, listen, I need to know at the end of the class what I did privately. Don't put your name on it and submit it to me, so that I can only be better by knowing what I did wrong or whatever. So I'm going to have reviews done after they go through the mentorship and see if it's really something that we should actually offer and duplicate, because the look on these people's face when we go and I'm the last person that they meet with, they're like, holy shit, I took a tour of your office. I met with 4 people, because the admin would be the 5th, and I'm the final one. And what we're doing is we're taking the money from this that we collect, we're putting it into a fund, all right? And it's for the 4 of us, it's the Christmas bonus that they all get, and we split it 4 ways. So it takes the pressure off of one person of constantly being readily available. We're lucky enough that we have an admin that can kind of do the onboard, but it's a little extra for these people in the office to say, wow, dude, like that office brought me in. One, they're going to constantly train. Listen, when you teach, you learn, right?
Yep.
That's why we all love to teach, because we learned. So they're like sitting there, like, they're all like, let's get them, let's go. They're posting more shit about agent attraction than me. So I'm like, it's just, they come in and they put them in my calendar, and they come in, and I'm like, hi, all right, what do we got?
I gotta do something, man. I gotta ring Betsy for you, because it sounds like you're setting appointments like crazy.
Listen, it's pretty good. The next thing you know, they come in to be part of the branch, and then it's like, do you have room on your team? I'm like, no. Let's do the branch, do your thing, and then let's visit it. Because I don't want a million people just running around. I want everybody like good and to do what they want to do. But it's fun.
Well, they're all in our. Be honest with you. We work together. We grow together. That one big fire. The Elevate, Dominate, Mastermind. The idea that there's $1 billion worth of information in business in our sponsor line, up and down the sponsor line. And I'm very, very privileged to be there with you. And I love the activity that you're doing. Dave?
Thank you.
I love it too. Yeah. I mean, like we were saying last week, I see this as an opportunity for anybody who wants to launch a branch, right? this model that you've kind of built,
the bullpen should be the biggest. That's the best thing that I ever did, is make the bullpen as big. My office, dude, it's a shoe. I don't care. I'm never in here. You know, the admins, I gotta say, we did do a couple extra things that made the difference at the end of the day. We put the lights on dimmers because the offices are closed. All right. And I got rid of the recessed, like, what is it? That fluorescent lighting, whatever we put out, and the little things like that. And it was a $3,000 upgrade. All right. Do you know that every single person, it was like, I just gave them one, I thought about them. So when you're doing your office, it's those little tweaks that your staff is going to say, you know what? I want to stay later. Like their salary 8 to 4. I have to kick them out of here. Kick them out of here by like 4:30, 5 o'clock. They're just here. It's 7 o'clock. I don't know. It's the little things. That's all I got to say. And I learned that. And, you know, you give to them and they will be, you know, loyal and give a million times back. And that's the best thing, I think, when we were doing the office. There were certain things you want to keep everybody, you know, they get migraines and stuff. Me, I'm too migraine, I think.
So
dude, this is awesome.
If there are agents out there who want to be a part of a structured, fun, energetic office that has tons of support in every single possible facet of the business, where do they go and who do they talk to?
Okay, so we are located in Romeo's Plaza in Jackson, New Jersey. It's right on the border. There's Monmouth County and then Ocean County. It's right on the border. We're right in the corner. We're Unit 3. You can see our big old sign. You can ask for me. I'm Jennifer. If you want to just send an appointment, you can go on my website, and I have a Google Calendar that you can just plug yourself in. It'll automatically go on my calendar. If you want to just pop in, we have open house on Thursday from 12 to 3. You're more than welcome to come. You know, we set up a couple things. Everybody will be here just kind of sitting in the bullpen, prospecting, doing.
And what's the website again?
What's my website? JLKsalesgroup.com. And then my email is jennifer@jlksalesgroup.com. Or you can call the office, 732-775-1000.
I was trying to be fly and put it on the screen at the same time, but I'm not the best. I'm not the best producer in the world just yet.
You're the best. It's fun. Yeah, but no, we're here.
Here we go. Let's see.
Right.
Make it larger.
There you go. Or they could just pop in, right?
Yeah, just pop in.
Pop in.
Oh, the grass is greener where you water it. So yeah, we just have fun. I mean, we really do. You'll feel the energy. I mean, that's what everybody kind of says. They come in and they're like, the energy of the office is, you know, I mean, we're just hyper. We like to have fun. We like to, you know, get everything done. Screen parties. Oh, our biggest thing is, which is always fun. We're big with walkie-talkies. So everybody's got a walkie-talkie. So we do 10-4 all over the office. Because I hate to scream at people. I just think it's rude. So I'm like, walkie-talkies is like, I'm from Jackson, people. So just anybody from anywhere in the Royal area will understand exactly what I mean with that. But
instead of yelling down the street, meanwhile I'm whistling in my house.
And everybody's like, oh. It's fun.
Oh man,
it's just another little thing that, you know, builds the culture of the office and kind of like, you know, we like to have fun, but we get shit done, and that's pretty much. I love it. That's where we're at.
Thanks, Jen.
Thank you.
Listen, Jen.
I was hoping that wasn't crazy, but
I'm gonna go ahead and extend that official invitation. I'll send you the link, and also anybody that you want into the commitment to capping or something like that. If you want us to support you guys on any kind of high volume sales training or something like that, you could send them over to me or to Dave, or send them right to the commitment to capping group. We will do some of the heavy lifting for you. And support every ounce of your lead generating activity and follow up and things like that. So,
yeah,
dude, this was a pleasure.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, guys, let me take us out with the banger. What do you guys think about that little trailer thing that I did there? All right.
I like it.
Later, guys.
Later.